The election is next year, but several candidates are already thrown their hats in the ring for this very important position in the county, the state's attorney. That's the person in charge of prosecuting criminals throughout the county.
And we've been interviewing the candidates, and we are continuing tonight with Michael Lyles. He's joining us on set. Currently, he is the executive director for the Human Relations Commission in Prince George's County here.
Good evening.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally born in Washington, D.C., moved to Prince George's County in 1993 as I finished law school. I'm married to lovely wife, Deneen, and have two grown daughters. And I've been practicing law for about 21 years. Civil trials, criminal law trials, and I've worked in federal government as well as county government as well.
What attracted you to this position or to run for this position?
Well, you know, I often ask myself that same question, but I think it's because I have a protection gene that probably got awakened sometime when I was young, seeing my mother a victim of domestic violence, as well as being a victim growing up as a child. And at some point, I decided to become a lawyer so that I could continue to protect people and help fight for their rights. And over the course of a 21-year legal career, I think everywhere that I've found a way to insert myself to protect people, I've done that. And this position is probably the highest position in the county when it comes to protecting others.
What attributes are making you stand out among the other candidates?
Well, I'm uniquely prepared to be the state's attorney. One, because I'm a 21-year trial attorney. I have had experience in trials at the federal level, working for the Department of Defense. I've also been executive director of the Prince George's County Human Relations Commission, and I'm chairing currently the Human Trafficking Task Force here in Prince George's County. Both agencies are said to be the tops in their areas. We brought the Human Relations Commission back from being one of the probably least sought after agencies when it comes to civil rights and to one of the best in the country. Our Human Trafficking Task Force, which I helped the county start and I currently chair, is also one of the best run. So I have executive experience, I have legislative experience being a city councilman in the city of Bowie, the largest city here in Prince George's County. I have great relationships with our public service partners, public safety partners, because of my work with human trafficking. And I know how to move organizations to be the best that they can be.
Sounds like human trafficking then might be one of the issues that we see you take on if you are elected. What else might you go after?
Well, most definitely, human trafficking has allowed me to see kind of the negative side of abuse, especially of women and children, which are the primary victims in human trafficking. And I'm uniquely concerned about those that would abuse our seniors and our children, and I want to go after that. We've seen so many stories of children involved with pornography and human trafficking and in schools, and it's something that we need to pay more attention to, and I want to expand the work that we do there by aggressively prosecuting those crimes.
We know that corruption in Prince George's has been a big issue on numerous occasions. What would you do to make things more transparent? How would you go about, conducting any kind of corruption type of
yes.
Cases against people?
Well, it's interesting that whenever we have corruption issues in politics here in Prince George's County, we look for other agencies to solve that problem for us. I think I would want to solve those problems here locally. And by having the requisite distance from the issue, the independence that we need, but also exerting the integrity upon our agencies, our officials, we can solve these issues here, and we don't need to farm that out. I think we can aggressively prosecute politicians and others that would abuse our citizens and our taxpayers. We can do that here in Prince George's County.
Okay, let's say you're elected.
Yes.
What do you do on the first day in office?
Well, the first thing I do is say hello to all of the folks who work there and make sure that they understand that I have a vision for the agency, but that I need their support. I need their ideas. I probably want to flatten out the agency. I'm one of those detail guys. I want to know everybody in the office, what they're doing and how well they're doing it, so that we can make decisions about how best to use the citizens' money.
Part of that relationship building that you're talking
Most
about.
Definitely.
Thank you, Michael Lyles.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Patricia.
And you can follow his campaign on votemikelyles.com.